The goal that I believe is at God's heart in all that He is to me is connection. He corrects me. He keeps me on a fairly short rope. When I wander, He tugs me by that heartstring back to Himself. It's sometimes easy for us to look at our child's behavior and want to make correcting behavior the focus of our relationship. And that's joyless for both parent and child. A goal that we have for every parent is to be able to connect first deeply, but then when we have to correct, to still have my goal is connection. Connecting even when I'm correcting. Now, my goal in thinking about a child is I want them tucked up under my wing. I want them in relationship with me, because I know that if that child is safe under my wing, I can take them anywhere. I can teach them anything. I can keep them safe until they learn how to have wisdom in the world that they live in. But if I'm using strategies that are always driving them away, I can't keep my child here. For our work with at-risk children, I have worked with some of the very highest risk children across the world. I mean, I've worked with children who've committed violent acts. I've actually worked with children who have killed, who've committed murder. I've worked with children who just tugged the cat's hair. You know, all of our kids misbehave at some place on the continuum. And sometime as parents, in the same way God's always having to say, sweetie, I love you, try it this way. We're going to have to be saying to our kids, sweetie, I love you, try it this way. But my goal with a child, when I interrupt a behavior, no matter how bad that behavior is or where it falls on this behavioral continuum, I am never done with that child. I am never finished with that correction until that child is deeply reconnected to me. When I work with a child where there's been violence or aggression and I've had to stop or intervene in violence, and I take that as the worst case scenario. So that principle applies all the way down this continuum. But when I've got a child that's been violent or aggressive, I've had to interrupt aggression. I've had to work with that child maybe 20 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour and 20 minutes to get that child solid again, where their brain chemistry is starting to come back into the normal range, and where they can think coherently, and where they can work with me, where they can begin to be connected to me. I am never done till I get deep connection with that child, and I'll know I have it if I can say, wow, do you want to try that again? Wow, that was good. That was good using your words and telling me now what you needed. I'm going to get a redo that ends with success and a hug or a high five or a wow, you did a great job. I'm going to have a smile with that child. I'm going to be connected to that child. We always say, when we finish discipline, we want that child more deeply connected to us than they were before. I believe that's God's love for me. When He draws me back to Himself, I always am more connected to Him.